Hey, it's Ben.
Jordan.
I'm John.
And we are in Billy Talent, and you are live in Limbo.
Waiting on the corner in the back of your mind. It's a lonely place to live and I got nowhere to hide. 'Cause you told me that you'd never be afraid of heights again.
Hey guys, it's Kat, and I'm here with John, Ben, and Jordan from Billy Talent. How's it going?
Woo!
Really, really good.
Going great, thanks.
You look really, really good
It's the powder from CP24.
this morning.
Your new album, it's your 5th studio album, Afraid of Heights, is coming out on Friday. So, what was the inspiration behind the title, and what does this album represent for the band?
Well, what does it mean for the band? Well, I think it's the best record that it's probably the most important record that we've done ever in our career together in 23 years. It's a dedication and vision of Mr. Ian D'Saw, who's late but would be here. He is an amazing songwriter, amazing guitar player, and amazing producer, and this was more or less his brainchild, and he worked on it diligently for 2 years. And to have it coming out, we're very, very proud and very excited to share with everyone in 2 days. What day is it? The Carpet Pizzers did this?
It's Wednesday.
Yeah. Wednesday, 2 days. Yeah, so we're very excited. Yeah.
That's awesome.
The title, well, there's 2 songs on the album that are called Afraid of Heights, so that there's significance behind that. But Ian wrote that song Afraid of Heights, and then as these guys were writing lyrics, started to notice that the metaphor of Afraid of Heights can run through the whole album, and it just kind of really represented all of the songs as a package.
That's awesome. One thing that I always loved about the band is that all of the albums are unique and refreshing, but it's still distinctly Billy Talent. What can fans expect this time around?
Well, it's definitely it's Billy Talent with a new twist, because we got our buddy here filling in for Aaron while he is recovering from his MS, his battle with MS, I should say. So yeah, I don't know. Well, as a new addition, what do you think as an outsider looking at this Billy Talent record?
I think it's a more mature Billy Talent record, if I were to look at it.
Je m'excuse me.
Mature.
Oui.
But being a fan of these guys for as long as I have been, and seeing them kind of evolve over the years, it's definitely still a Billy Talent record, but there's a lot of new kind of flavors and nuances in this record that maybe they haven't done in the past. But it always feels like Billy Talent because it is.
That's awesome. How was it recording, being a new person coming into
It was great. I've worked with Ian on one of my other projects before, but never in this sort of realm, I should say. He's a very strict and tough producer. So I learned a lot, and he puts you, he makes you give the best performance that you can possibly give in the studio, which I think is a great thing.
That's awesome. It's great that Ian does a lot of the producing for the band. So what's some of the benefits that you guys enjoy about having a bandmate be the producer as well?
I think the vision just gets delivered properly. When you bring in another voice into the equation, it can really affect things or
in a positive way sometimes.
Yeah, definitely in a positive way. But we have we've worked a certain way for a number of years now, and Ian is the creative force behind the band. So for him to be in control just really makes sense for us.
Yeah, that's good. You don't have to worry about it getting mixed up along the way. It's just...
Yeah. And it's also, we're fortunate enough that we have our own studio that we've been building slowly and methodically over the last probably 5-6 years, I guess. So there are no time constraints as well. So we could work for as long as well, Mitch, maybe it wasn't a good thing because Ian literally lived there for 3 months. But yeah, so it's nice to be able to kind of come in when you want and know the environment and know that it's controlled, and we work with the same people. So it's just a very safe environment for us. Yeah.
Okay. I also wanted to bring up Aaron. I just thought it's really cool that he's still very involved with the band. He's doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. That's really neat. So can you give us an update on what he's been doing for you guys, or what his involvement has been?
Well, lately he's been working on our newest video with a couple other people. So that you can expect seeing something along those lines in the next week or so. But
yeah, he's well, thanks for asking, first and foremost. Secondly, he's doing everything he can to get better.
That's good.
He has a team of people and specialists that he's working with now that are committed to getting him back onto the drums, and he's feeling optimistic and positive about it, which is great because wasn't always the case. And so yeah, he's doing everything in his powers, and we're standing there and supporting him, and you know, hoping for the best.
That's great. You guys also filmed the music video for Louder Than the DJ at the Bovine. So what can you tell us about the video? I'm assuming that's the one you were talking about coming
It's like
up
an
soon.
orgy kind of vampire vibe. No, it's a live. It's a
Live
live
at the
video.
Bovine.
Yeah, live at the Bovine. Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, we kind of wanted to do a throwback to kind of like the old school, like CBGB punk rock kind of days, and it was great.
Yeah,
Did you have fun?
It was a sweaty show.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
fun.
still sweating from it.
One of the great things I think about Billy Talent is that you guys have the same lineup since the beginning, and sometimes you just add a member, it's like no one's gone. It's just like everyone together. So what advice do you guys have for up and coming bands? Because not a lot of bands can say that they've done that from the beginning.
What's your advice?
I think my advice would be try to keep your head as level as humanly possible. Sometimes it's hard if you're playing in front of thousands of people every night, but it's a valuable tool to have. That's my personal thing.
Oh man, I don't know. I would say just patience, respect, communication. You know, those are the type of things.
We're really
that,
lucky
Yeah.
because it's hard to find a group of guys that all have the similar type of goals and attitudes and work ethic that we have, and I think that's what's really helped, and respect and love and all that stuff too.
I've been trying to leave for years.
Just keep on pulling
Yeah,
it back
keep
in.
on- yeah, I'm not allowed to leave.
So at What the Fest, the barricade broke while you guys were performing. What went through your mind when that happened?
I was just concerned about the safety of the people in the crowd, Dawn, and you know, so it was you know, rock and roll is the most amazing thing, and we have the best time when we play live, and we really, you know, we like seeing people go off and have a good time and freak out, but when people's health and safety gets compromised, that's where there's no fucking around.
Yeah.
And so we stopped the show, you know, I think 3 times. I guess we had to stop the show, and so you know, it was thankfully no one got really hurt. And you know, then there was just a whole bunch of other issues. I mean, it was fun. And the night was great. We had a blast. But you know, again, when safety is involved, we stop the show and make sure everyone's okay.
That's always good. So with the album coming out, I wanted to know what songs are you guys most excited to add to the set list? Or Jordan, what song are you excited to play?
I would say This Is Our War, probably. Yeah, that's a fun one on
That is a good song. Yeah. What about you?
I'm excited to try them all out. I'm really excited to play Ghost Ship of Cannibal Rats, though. I think that's going to be a good live one.
I think Rabbit.
Yeah,
I think Rabbit's
It'll be
kind of
fun.
yeah, because it's this long, weird, psychedelic rock song, which is cool.
That's cool. I can't wait to hear it. They all sound really good.
No, thanks.
And just to wrap things up, you guys recently opened for Guns N' Roses at the Rogers Center.
Yeah.
So how was that experience like for you?
crazy.
Yeah, that was wild, man. What a dream come true. And Guns
scene,
N' Roses,
man.
yeah.
It's a scene,
It's a scene, man.
No, it was it was you know, being from we're from Mississauga growing up. He's from Girlington.
That's right, bro.
You know, to play a place like the Rogers Center or the Sky Dome, as we call it, you know, is it's this unobtainable dream that's impossible, you know, and then to get to do it while opening for, you know, being asked by Guns to do it is, you know, all of that is just surreal and kind of strange in a whole bunch of different ways. But I will say that it was as magical a night as it could possibly have been. Yeah, it was wonderful, and people were really, really cool to us and took us in, and yeah, it's cool.
That's good to hear. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.
Live in limbo.